onwards, link is going to be changed. So if you guys are interested, please do the enrollment. Okay. I hope you have received instructions on how to do the enrollment, right? Pankaj and Naveen.
Yes, sir. We received.
Okay. You guys have enrolled already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Naveen, you also have enrolled already?
No, sir. I will enroll today.
Okay. So Pankaj, you have been added to this. There is a WhatsApp group called 44 DSA, right? You have been added to that group.
No, sir.
Okay. So what you can do is in the chat, only ping your name and mobile number only to me. I'll get it added to the group. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So now let's come to the today's class. So yesterday we talked about the remove method, and so internally we are calling a get method because if my size is 10 and if I say remove of 100, will it work? It
No,
won't
sir.
work, right? It will give a index out of bound exception. So we need to handle that. We already handled that in the get method. So I'm calling the get method internally and getting an object, and this will be returned. But what I need to do if I say remove of 2, so 0th index and first index, there is no change. And
Okay.
whenever you do the remove method, what will happen? So right, left shift operation will happen, right? Third index will come into second index, fourth index will come into the third index, right? So that is what we have written. But so now let's look at. So in this one, now if I try to delete first index, if I am trying to delete this one, so I will say remove of 1. So then how many shift operations will happen? How many left shift operations will happen? 1, 2, 3. Agree?
Yes.
Now L dot remove of second index I am doing. So then how many shift operations will happen? If I am trying to delete this one, how many shift operations will happen?
2.
1 and 2, correct? Now how can I calculate the number of shift operations? Can I write a formula like array dot length minus index to be deleted minus 1. Let's use this formula. So in this one, whenever I say L dot remove 1, yeah, L dot remove 1. So which index I am trying to delete? L dot remove of 1. That means which index I am trying to delete? First index
20.
only, right? No,
Sir,
first index only. Yeah.
1 is 20, right?
No, that is the object value, correct? This is the object value. But which index you are trying to delete? Whenever you say L dot remove method takes an index, correct? In this index, in this example, there is a 20. But instead of 20, 30, 40, 100, Karthik, any object can be there. So whatever the object is there, you are deleting, correct? Am I
Okay.
right? So this is an
Yes.
index you are passing. It is not a value or object, correct? It's an index you are passing, right? So now, if I am deleting this one, how many shift operations I have to do? I am trying to find out a calculation. So what is the array length in this example? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus index to be deleted is 1 minus 1. What is the output? 3. 3. So can I say now, according to your diagram, I got 3 number of shift operations. Here also I got 3, correct? Now let's apply this for here. L dot remove of 2. That means second index I am trying to delete. Then number of shift operations you got is 2. Apply the same formula. Array dot length is 5. 5 minus index to be deleted is 2. 5 minus 2 minus 1. 5 minus 3. It's 2. Correct? Now, for example, if I am trying to delete this last element, L dot remove of 4. You tell me according from the diagrammatic approach, how many shift operations you will do? When I
No.
say L dot remove of 4, you are deleting this. Do you need to do any shift operation first of all?
No.
No
It's a
need, sir.
last element, right? So that means
Yes.
number of shift operations are 0, correct? Now here 5 minus, what is the index you are deleting? 4 minus 1. 5 minus 5, 0, correct? So that means in order, if the number of shift operations are greater than 0, then only you need to copy the data like this, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means in order to calculate the number of shift operations, what is the formula? Int
Length of array
number of shift operations equal to a
Yeah.
AR dot length minus index to be
index of
removed minus 1, correct? Now,
Yes.
when should I do the copy? When should I do the shift operation? If the shift operations are greater than 0, then only I need to do the copy like this, correct? Agree?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So I am writing if number of shift operations are greater than 0. Okay. Then what we need to do? Here, this is a useful, normal developer way we have written to understand it, correct? How to do the shift operations. But as I mentioned yesterday in the array list class, in the system class, there is a method called array copy, correct? Right? Now we are using this array copy. So system dot array copy. What does the system dot array copy will do is, whatever you're doing, you're passing the data from source array to the destination array. So what is the source array? AR. So number of index to be removed, and destination is also same. I'm giving the same array, and index to be removed plus 1, and number of shift operations would be this one. So now what this method will do is, what you are doing here, you are iterating over the array, and whatever the index they have given, before the index you are copying the data as it is. After the index, plus 1 element is coming into the original array, right? So that is whatever I am writing this code will happen automatically. All these lines of code are simplified by this one line. Hope you understand. So all these entire lines are simplified by this one line. So now let's debug and understand what is happening. Let's go to the main class. So let's put the data 5 elements and see. Let's comment this. What I will do is cl dot remove of. You tell me which index we'll try to delete. First index. Yeah,
Yeah.
come again.
Yes, sir. First index.
Yeah, let's do first index. Okay, cl dot remove of 1. So now let's try to debug. Debug as Java application. This is the insert method. See now cl dot remove. Now let's look at here first. First, what should I do? I am checking whether what is the capacity and what is the index I passed. The capacity of array is 5 and index is 1. So I can get the data, correct? So I'm going to the get method, correct? Let's put a breakpoint here. In index to be retrieved is 1. 1 is greater than length? No. So AR of 1. So what is the value of AR of 1 according to my data structure? 20,
20.
correct? So you got the 20, right? The 20 we got. So what does the remove method will do? It will delete the object, whatever the index that you are passing. In this index, whatever the object is there, it will delete it and it will return it, correct? Now you are trying to delete which index? First index. Now how many shift operations will happen? Array length is 5. 5 minus 1 minus 1. That means number of shift operations are 3. Now you look at original array. In the original array, see, we are trying to delete this one, correct? Am I right? We are trying to delete this 20. So whenever you're trying to delete this 20,
Yes.
this 30 should come here, and 40 should come here, and 50 should come here, and 50 in the last 50 place, it should be null. Agree? Do you guys agree with me? Correct. Now
Yes,
let's execute this code. See, now system.array copy is completed. Now let's look at here. So it did not happen. So what the mistake is here. So whenever you're trying to do the copy, so what I have given, guys, L dot remove of 1. So whenever you're doing for 1, so when I say that means I want to delete one index. So then from the source array, what you're doing, second element will come into the first, correct? How can I get the second? I index to be removed plus 1, right? So what we have to do is here we need to put index to be removed plus 1 and then this one. So that means whichever the index that you are trying to delete, that plus 1 is coming into the source index. So that means here second index will come into first, third will come into 2, fourth will come into 3. Now let's write sys out arrays.toString AR. Let's debug it again. I'm removing all other breakpoints. Yeah. See, I'm going to the get method, which we know already. See, number of shift operations would be 3. See, after 3, see, before, look at here, before, let's take a screenshot. Just a minute, I'll take a screenshot. Okay, so before we did not execute this line of code. And what is the code that we can see? Yeah, just a minute. Sorry, what happened? Okay, let's see whether that. Yeah. So now you see before running the code, so 10, 20, 30, 40 was there. So our implementation, so since we are deleting 1, so this 30 should come into 20 position, 40 should come into 30 position, 50 should come into 40 position, and in 50 position, null should be there, right? Now let's run the program and see. See, now let's take a screenshot again. Now, do you see the difference, guys? Now let's
10,
make
30,
it.
40, 50, 50.
So see, so 20 is gone. So what index I want to delete? 20, I mean, first index. In first index, what was the value? 20. See, in the
20.
latest array, 20 is gone, correct? 30 has come into 20 position, agree?
Agree, sir.
And then 40 has come into 30 position, 50 has come into 50 position, and last position is 50 as it is. That means they did not do the copy of last position. So in the, see, when you are doing a copy in the last position, what it should be? It should be null, correct? See, ideal, the size of the array is 5. You are deleting one element. Then the size of the array should become 4. And the elements will be 10, 30, 40, 50. In place of 50, what you need to do?
Null.
You need to replace with null, correct? Now, so now what is the index value currently? See, if you remember, guys, yesterday, day before yesterday, we are talking about whenever you are adding first time, the data will go to 0th index. And after that, index variable
One.
will become 1, correct? Now, similarly, after adding the 5th element, the data will go to 4th index and the index variable will have value as 5, correct? But now, according to this diagram, so which index you have to make it to null? Is it 5 index or 4th index?
50 index.
See, look at this latest array. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth index, you have to make it to null, correct?
Yes, sir.
But currently my index, after adding this fifth element, what is my index variable is holding?
6.
5, correct? See, the fifth time whenever you call the insert method, the data will go to fourth index. And after that in the insert method, we are doing +1, correct? Whenever you're doing a +1, the index variable will become 5. So, but what I need to do? I need to reduce the index and make the data to null, correct? So can I say like this? Can I do like this? Index equal to index -1 first, and then AR of index equal to null. So why am I doing this one? If you look at here, now let's start it again. From starting, we are looking at it. See here, first the data, okay, the data is gone. So let's debug it again. See, first I'm calling the remove method. We're getting an object. See, before doing the shift operations, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 as there. So we are deleting first index. That means we are deleting object value 20. So after deleting, my data structure should contain. So currently the data structure size is 5. So after deleting, the size should become, after deleting one element, what would be the size? Guys, tell me what would be the size after deleting one element from this?
4.
4, correct? So then what would be the data? 10, 30, 40,
40.
50, and then last element would hold null, correct?
No. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let's, after doing this system.array copy, see, the system.array copy is doing the same thing that we have written a manual code, right? You don't need to write a manual code now. Now, if you look at here, array, say 10, 30, 40, 50, till here it is correct, correct? Am I right? But last element is coming 50. So what you need to do? I mean, it is repeated, correct? Look at here. They shifted this element. See, if you come to the diagram, so this 30 has come into the, see, first what they have done, they have copied the data. See, 30 has come into this index, 40 has come into this index, 50 has come into this index. But in this one original array, in the original array, fourth index, what was the data? 50. So they kept the 50 as it is. Now what I have to do? This 50, I have to make it to null. Agree?
Yes, sir. Agree.
Yeah. So now in order to make it to null, this 50 is in, what is the index for this? For this element, what is the index? 4. So but my current index variable is holding 5. So what, that is the reason to make it to 4. So see, whenever you are adding an element, after in the insert method, after adding an element, you are increasing the index. Similarly, whenever you are deleting an element, can I say you need to decrease the index, right? So I am decreasing the index. Index has become 4, and AR of 4 equal to null. That means in the AR at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position we have 50. Now I have to make it to null. So AR of 4 equal to null. Look at here. See, AR of 4 equal to null. Correct? 10, 30, 40, 50 null. That means did I delete that index? Now is my remove method is working like a array predefined array list remove method? Yes or no? Now, if someone is asking, what is the internal implementation of remove method, or how does the remove method will work? The answer could be, so in the inside a remove method, first the check will happen that whatever the index that we are trying to delete, is it within the array length or not, or within the capacity or not? If not, we throw the array index out of bound exception. If it is within the limit, we get the element first, and then we try to, if we try to calculate the number of shift operations. Number of shift operations are nothing but length minus which index to be removed minus 1. If the number of shift operations are greater than 0, then we perform a system.array copy. That means we are doing a left shift operation. After doing a left shift operation, the last index, in order to make the last index to be null, so we are reducing the index and making the last index to be null and returning the object that is returned by the get method. So this is how you need to answer what is the internal implementation of a array list remove method. Any questions?
Sir, that system data array copy method is there, right, sir? So the parameters you passed,
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you look at here, system.array copy, what is the first parameter they are calling? I mean, it's a variable name, correct? So source, that means from which array you are copying, correct? And source position, destination, destination position, correct? Now, if I come back to my code, now here, if you look at here, our original code, in this one, I equal to 0, what you are doing? This is your source, correct? See, if I do it manually, this is source array, original array I have written, and this is after removal. So here, you are trying to delete this element, correct? So this is source array. So I have passed the source array as AR. AR is my array, and destination also I am passing the same thing, because I don't want to create a new array. Within the array I want to change. Why do I waste the memory? Correct? Now, and what is the source position? So you are trying to delete this element, correct? So whenever you're trying to delete this index first, do you need to worry about this index, or do you need to worry about the index after these indexes?
after this.
After this. So here that means whenever I'm trying to delete first index, then I don't need to worry about first index, but second should come into first index, correct? Agree?
Yes, sir.
And
Agree.
the third should go to
Second.
second. That means here, how do I come to second? So what I am deleting, index to be removed is 1. I have passed to the method. So how do I get to? So +1 can I do? That is nothing but my source position, correct? So first, see how it will happen is number of shift operations is in this example is 3. So first time it will do AR, index to be removed is what? 1, correct? I want to remove first index. So 1 + 1, 2. And so that means whatever is there in the second position, it will copy it to a destination. What is the destination position? 1. See, correct? 1. Done. After that, again, number of shift operations is what? 3. See, 1. That means this code will be repeated for 3 times. Now, next, what will happen? Now, this 2 is completed. Again, it will go to 3. 3 will be copied to 2. And then 4 will be copied to 3. And then it will stop. Hope you understood now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, others? Pankaj and Saya?
No.
Saya, I think, is it right your name? Saya? Is it correct pronunciation? Okay. Guys, I am not discussing much today because others might miss who are enrolling and not getting information. They might miss the class, right? So that's the reason I'm not going to more details. So we'll see whether the predefined array list is also following the similar way or not. Let's go. Array list and go to the remove method, right? See remove method. In this remove method, do you see here? See, first they are calling the element data and then first remove. Inside the first remove, see they are calculating. This is nothing but our number of shift operations, same calculation in a different way. But after that, do you see? They have written system.array copy only, correct? And then e size equal to new, last element they are making it to null, right? So it's the same code, but in a different way of writing. And you remember there is a mod count, which I explained. We'll get to know this mod count, what is this mod count, etc. in the concurrent modification exception. Okay. Any questions, concerns? So in the tomorrow class, we'll be talking about how to sort the array list. When I say sort, it is not simple array list which is having a integers. So for example, I have a list of employees. In the interview, they might be asking you nowadays, sort the employees by ascending order of salary, correct? Sort the ascending employees by name, right? Some people might ask with the Java 8 features, without Java 8 features. So since we are learning a data structures or collections, we will be learning without Java 8. Okay. And in the tomorrow class, I request you guys to please study what is the difference between comparator and comparable. let me write here. What is the difference between comparable and comparator? This will be very interesting question, guys. So I will be explaining, like, whatever you can do homework, you do, and then come back to tomorrow class. So I will be explaining when to use a comparator, when to go for a comparable, and how this comparator is used when you are sorting a array list, right? So which we are going to look at in the tomorrow class. This will be very interesting. Don't miss it. And we are extending the demo class for tomorrow too. And from Monday onwards, the demo classes will not be there. If you guys are interested, you please do enroll. Okay. So, Pankaj, can you give me your details? Like, I'll get you added to the WhatsApp group. Okay. Uh, and that is your WhatsApp number, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll talk to admin and I'll get him added. And Saya, have you enrolled for this course? I'm not hearing you. Okay, fine. So the reason I'm ending the class today early is others might miss it who enrolled it. I don't want to do that. So that's the reason. And whoever is watching on YouTube, if you have any questions, please reach out to Ashok IT. Just go to ashokit.in website and you can call on this number to get more details. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. And don't forget to join tomorrow class because we are learning comparator and comparable, which is a core Java topic. You might know or you might not know, but I will be explaining that. And then I will talk about how to sort the array list, which has an employee object, department object, etc. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Karthik
Thanks
sir,
for joining. Yeah.
Karthik sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Personal doubt.
Mm.
Currently I
Just give me a
have
minute. Just give me a minute. Let me stop the recording. And just give me a minute. Let's stop the live too. Just wait for a minute, please.
okay, sir.